Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Caleb Johnston, and before I start this review of the teaser for True Blood Season 7, I would just like to inform you all, I'm aware of the fact that I'm a guy, I'm aware of the fact that I watch True Blood, I'm aware of the fact that even though the first two seasons can be totally watchable from guys and girls alike, I totally understand that the last 4 seasons have been shit. Don't worry, I understand, whatever. Look, just going on to the subject of this video, I just saw the teaser for Season 7. Now, the thing about Season 7 is this. I got all caught up. I started watching True Blood back in May of last year. I watched Seasons 1 and 2. And I was super pumped. I was like, this series is good. It's a sexy vampire show without being retarded. No offense to that term, of course. I just mean, like, there's Twilight. Twilight is fucking terrible. There's some good actors. Alexander Skarsgård is fantastic. Dude who plays Bill is a great actor. I've always been on the fence about Anne Paquin, if she's a good actress or not. She was in the X-Men movies and she was okay. I've seen her in like a couple of stuff. She's not bad in True Blood. I think she's better than she was in X-Men. I mean, this is probably the best thing she's ever done. And it's just one of those things where there's so many great actors and actresses in this. Joe Manganiello, he's actually pretty good, even. He, starts in Season 3, but he's a great actor. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he fucking loves this guy, apparently. Like, it's crazy. But basically, back to my point is this. So, you see, I love Seasons 1 and 2. I love them a lot. They were fantastic. They weren't, like, a basic, kind of sexy vampire show. And I appreciate that. It's not like The Vampire Diaries, which I couldn't give less shits about. It's not like Twilight, which, first movie, solid. The other movies, no. And I guess True Blood is a lot like that, where the first 2 seasons were fantastic, then the 3rd season was shit. The 3rd season was a fucking piece of shit. It was garbage. Russell Edgington, the only good part of that season. Season 4, better than the 3rd season. That's all I'll give you. It was kind of cool. I don't know. I don't remember what happened in Season 4. I'm trying to think. Is that the one where Jason got raped by, like, weird people? And they were trying to, like, oh, you're gonna be our ghost daddy, or something weird like that. I think it's the one where Jason got raped by 12-year-old girls. And then Season 5 I thought was actually pretty good. They brought in Russell Edgington again. Tara's a vampire now. There was some cool stuff I liked. The Preacher Dude's a vampire now. That was cool. Season 5, not bad. Season 4 and 5 were on level shittiness of Season 3. Then Season 6 comes along, which is, oh god, Season 6 wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. They had a cool concept, shitty CGI blood. It's just one of the things where I don't get where, with HBO, how the fuck can you have shitty CGI blood on True Blood, but then you can have amazing CGI, if this is a spoiler if you haven't watched Seasons 1 through 3 of Game of Thrones, it shouldn't be, because by this point you should know, CGI dragons, they have amazing looking CGI dragons in Game of Thrones, and it's the same network, maybe it has something to do with budgets, I don't fucking know, but there's this scene where Bill becomes like a vampire god. Look, I liked the fact that they went into the vampire mythology, but they went about it all wrong, where they could have explained it a little bit more, and all I know is this. There is a lot wrong with it. One thing with True Blood, it's got boobs in it, It got a lot of boobs. Take that for what you will. And then we go into this actual trailer. Now, I have not described the trailer yet, because the trailer is 30 fucking seconds long. But the trailer here, basically, it starts off and it shows gravestones. It shows gravestones. You got Gran and basically pretty much every main character that's died. You got Arlene's husband who died I think it was last season. Was that the season where he, like, hired a dude to kill him because it's some weird Iraqi ghost monster? What? I try to block that shitty storyline out of my mind. That was awful. Terry Belfleur. No, that's not Terry, is he? Is Andy's the cop. Okay, I'm sorry. So many Belfleurs. But nonetheless, you show all these gravestones with everyone, and it shows the years and stuff, from what year in the show they died. And then it shows this final gravestone, and it says True Blood, 2008-2014. And then you hear thunder, or I believe you did. It's raining outside while I'm recording this. Maybe that's why I'm saying this, but... and then it just kind of goes black, and it says the final season. God damn it. I am ashamed to say this has made me look forward to this season. True Blood, stop giving me hope that this show will ever be good again. Like, really good. Because, like I said, Seasons 1 and 2, great. Seasons 3 and 6, really bad. Especially 3. 3 was awful. It was a piece of garbage. And then Seasons 4 and 5 were good, but it was half awesomeness and cool vampire lore, and whatnot, and it was half stupid, dull filler. And Jason, I'm ashamed to say, Jason has not done anything interesting lately. And Andy, oh god, Andy, poor Andy, in the most terrible of storylines with his stupid, fairy daughters or something dumb like that. Look, I've never tried to defend how stupid this show has gotten. I never have. Now, I have not read the books. I have not read these books for one simple reason. I am a dude. If you're a dude, there's nothing wrong with this, but I don't want to read a book series called The Southern Vampire Mysteries, a Sookie Stackhouse novel. I'm sorry, it's just not my thing. It's your thing, you're a dude, whatever, but I just don't want to read a book series called that. You know, I've read the books based on Dexter, a couple of them. I want to read the books based on Game of Thrones, because I think that could possibly, but it's just, I don't know what it is about True Blood's books. I don't want to, so I looked up on the internet, like most people, how the books end, which the books just ended a couple months ago, apparently. Good God, I tell you, this series has to end better than that the books did. Oh my God, the book's ending was awful. It was, it's like, if the show ends like the books did, then that just solidifies True Blood as a regular teeny bopper. Well, not teeny bopper. There's tons of like tits and like Alexander Skarsgård's penis, but just all I want is for the season to be good. And here's the deal with it: is this? Is it going to be as good as seasons 1 and 2? I would love for it to be, but it probably won't be. Will it be as bad as seasons 3 and 6? Please, God, no. Don't be as bad as seasons 3 and 6. It probably could be, because the ending of season 6 was so bad. Oh my God, the ending of season 6 was awful. Because I remember, when I was watching, I remember texting my friend after watching this, and I was like, yeah, True Blood season 6, no bueno, no. That finale was bad. And it's just one of the things we're going into this, it's just ending. This is really, the only thing I was able to review is how cool the trailer looked. This comes back June 22nd, the night Game of Thrones finale is, so I'll be fucking all hyped up on Game of Thrones. You know what? Maybe True Blood Season 7, I'm probably going to really love the pilot, because I'll be all hyped up on Game of Thrones. Now, I know it sounds like I'm sucking Game of Thrones dick, which I am, but look, it's just, I love True Blood. It's a good show. I've stuck with it, despite the fact that it's been really shitty these last 4 seasons. Hopefully it goes back to the awesomeness that it was for seasons 1 and 2, because I'm kind of embarrassed to say I watched this show, and that should not be the case. I'm just saying, it's just... Look, another cool thing, on the bright side, FX has a cool-looking vampire show called The Strain coming out. That's Guillermo del Toro is making. It's going to be like horror and whatnot. You know, and that's cool. Hopefully, you know what? Hopefully it just stays in horror, which I'll probably review The Strain at some point, so whatever, check that out. But like I said, True Blood Season 7, the teaser is awesome. The teaser is really cool. It's giving me false hope. Once we get an actual trailer, I'll review that as well. But for right now, just from what it's given, they had a good idea with this teaser. Hopefully this season's going to be good. One thing, if I can just make a couple things right now, don't have the main villain of this season die in the first 20 minutes of the finale like they did last season. Don't have the last 20 minutes not explain anything, like Eric being naked in the Alps, being lit on fire. Just makes sense. And he's somehow returning this season. That needs explanation, and it's going to have a shitty one. And, God, I want the season to be good. I do. It probably won't be, but you know what? Anything's better than Season 3. Anything is, really. At this point, anything's better than Season 3 or 6. That's just my take. That's my take. True Blood is my guilty pleasure show, I would say. But the last 4 seasons haven't given me much pleasure. So, what do you think about this teaser for True Blood Season 7, the final season? Do you think True Blood's been good the last 4 seasons? If so, what are you smoking? What have you thought about True Blood in general? Do you think are you going to put hate comments about the fact that I'm a dude who likes the show? What's that going to be? And do you agree with me that seasons 1 and 2 are fucking awesome? Subscribe, subscribe. We got great content for you, tons of movies and show reviews that I do. Podcasts, all the shit. A lot of shit here. You can please be free to hit the like button and subscribe and comment and let me know your thoughts on True Blood. Do you think Season 7 is going to be the best one yet? It won't be, but do you think it's going to be the worst? Is it going to be somehow worse than Season 3? Let me know. There's all that shit. I'm Caleb Johnston. Thank you for listening to this. And yeah, I have other videos. Check them out. Goodbye.